everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lizzie. Good to see you out there. Hope you're doing well and feeling well and enjoying life in general, even though this world is crazy. This is a interesting, different twist to what I usually do. I'm mixing two types of readings into one. So this is Spirit's going to tell us about you, what your spiritual gifts are, what your life purpose is, and your characteristics that were given to you to change the world in some way or your environment. So this is Spirit telling us about you. It is a pickle pile. Keeping with the Valentine theme, we're going to do Valentine socks this time. I actually got these in case I see my sisters, which I'm not sure if I will. But anyway, pile number 1, we're calling the XO Hugs and Kisses socks. Ooh, hiccups. This is going to be good. Pile 1. Pile 2 is the candy hearts. And pile number 3 is the sexy little lips. Alright, so pile 1, you are the Hugs and Kisses XOXO. By the way, Dollar Tree is your friend if you're looking for something quick to get your friends. These were $1. I mean, you only wear them for one day. I mean, what the heck is the point in spending a lot of money? But anyway, Hugs and Kisses, pile 1. Pile 2, candy hearts. Pile 3, kissy lips. We'll get right to it in just a minute. I need a drink. Hi there, pile 1. You picked the Hugs and Kisses. Super cute socks. Stick them over there so I don't lose them. Alright, let's get right into it. I'm going to spread out as much as I can at once because you have a really big stack. Again, this is what are your spiritual gifts? What is your life purpose? What are your special qualities? All in one. As your Valentine's gift from Spirit. Okay, so, well, pile number 1, you are a natural born leader. You are meant for leadership. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You'd make a great boss, a great manager. We'll get specifics later, but right out of the gate, you are a natural born leader. You could be an environmentalist. You could be a leader to your environment as far as, oh hey, I forgot to light my incense. Take 5. It didn't work. I didn't let it burn long. Last time I let it burn too long. Now I just didn't let it burn long enough. I ordered these online and they're not that great. These white sage ones. Anyway, you could be a leader in changing our environment, making Earth better and greener. Definitely getting those vibes. You could be like an entrepreneur, invent something that takes out something harmful. You could be a marine biologist and help clean the ocean. You could be a geologist. You are very connected to Earth and you are meant to lead us in a new direction as far as how we treat Earth, air quality, water quality, all that good stuff. You are somebody who helps people take pride in what they do. You'd be great at, I don't know if you've ever been to one, but I had to go to one for work where they bring you to that center and you have to do like team building stuff with your coworkers or fellow students to build that camaraderie. You would be good at that, helping people be proud of what they work and what they do and who they do it with. You could also knock people off their high horses with how they live in their life as far as being an environmentalist and a leader. You could be like you're being prideful and wasteful. You could be targeting those people, but not in a bad way. I mean targeting them to change how they think. Financial discipline, you'd probably be a very good accountant, which is another way of being a leader, especially if you're a leader of a business. You could definitely help people with money, and I just feel like you help humble them about overspending and like, do you really need all this stuff? You might be good at helping people declutter. I don't know why I'm getting an image of like, I think it's like Tiny Homes Nation or the show or whatever, and they take people who live in regular houses and they prepare them and help build up their tiny home, and a lot of the time they're like, whatever you can fit on top of your bed is all you can take. Like, get rid of all the clutter, all the useless stuff that you don't use. It's all about being mindful of what's in your space and what do you actually need. I feel like not just in money, but you'd be good at helping people figure that out. You have a great purpose with that leadership, a strong purpose here. You definitely came down here with some kind of mission. You're, again, referencing friendliness here with the environment. You could come in and help people who are really stuck in their pride, not getting along, not working well together, are really getting that team building vibe to bring the friendliness back. With this tolerance and pride, I just feel like you'd be a good counselor because you have a lot of tolerance for, you understand when people are broken, and you understand people say and do things that they don't normally do when they're sane and doing well and feeling good. So you have a lot of tolerance to really sit and listen and deal with people who push away and do things to be vindictive. I just feel like you're a good listener, a good counselor vibe. Very loyal person. You're very loyal to your calling. I feel like you grew up, you could have grown up knowing exactly what you want to do, or once you found out what direction you wanted to go, it like hit you full force. Like, you're very loyal to helping people and helping the world and being that leader. You have great vision. You could be a psychic medium, have literal visions, precognitive and dream state as well. I'm getting those. But you just have great vision for change, creating better things for the environment, creating businesses that work, vision and seeing through people and their pain. You could even be an empath here. Let me spread out some more for you. I tried to pull from many different decks so I could get an overall view of all areas. The more info we get, the better, right? Yeah, freedom. You could actually help people when they're coming out of jail. I'm definitely getting like, what is it called? Parole boards. You could be helping them adjust into society or help them getting a job. You could help people get out of toxic situations. But it says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You help people find their own purpose as well. People trust you. You have a great trust in whatever spiritual sense you believe in. You trust that everything works out the way it's meant to. You might stress sometimes, but overall I do feel like you are a calm person. More on the calmer side. We all have our insecurities and hang-ups, but you're also somebody with great success, very good with money, very good with savings, very good at leading businesses, hitting the ground running, I heard. So you're good at creating success and having success in your life. We have cat. You're very independent. Cats, like, they don't really need somebody to take care of them. But they're also very dignified and that they like what they like and they tell you when they don't like it. Like, I don't know why. Secret Life of Pets are like, we're cats. We don't chase. Like, you use your time very efficiently, which is good. Emu. You're an adventurer. You're willing to go pack up, get out there, and really see and learn things for yourself. But sometimes you do feel like you want to bury your head in the dirt. Maybe you do deal with a little bit of anxiety. We have tortoise. I feel like you're a guarded person as far as, like, I just feel like you're very, although you have anxiety and you worry, but you're also very cool, calm, and collected, like level-headed, to the point where you might come off a little stone-faced to others. Like if you are a business person and you're going in to help people with business or you're starting business, you're very professional. You leave your emotions out of it. You shell yourself up in your protective shell, but I also feel like you are protective of your vision, of what you are creating. If you're an inventor, you're not the kind of person that's just going to put it out until you do your due diligence. When you have a patent and you're making sure the money's going in the right place, like, you're very guarded as much as you're lovable and opening open. I don't feel like a lot of people truly know who you are. It takes a while for you to let people in. So as much as you're out here being a leader and you're helping people, you are very closed. And as far as emotions, it's not like you're unwilling to love or be friends with people. You're just very selective about who you let in. All is at your fingertips. You're a powerful manifester. Very good vision, knowing exactly what needs to be fixed in whatever situation you're in, knowing where the problems are. You can see, you have a clear vision, whether it's seeing what's failing about a business or seeing what's failing about a person. Time to move on. You help people get their freedom. Move on from being in that victim mentality. Move on from things that aren't making them money. You take what isn't working in their life and you show them how to do it and how to fix it. I'm getting like the Prophet type of vibes. I don't know if you've ever seen that show either, of that guy who comes in and he fixes your business and he helps you. I'm definitely getting those vibes. You'd be great at something like that as well. But this is also, you could be a counselor, helping people move on from rough situations and rough pasts so that they can be free and enjoy and be happy with their life. You are your greatest gift. I mean, yeah, you're very close because you're like your own cheerleader, like your own best friend. You don't feel the need to have 100 friends or 1 billion family members because you're confident in your skin and you're confident in who you are. It's not a strike against you. It's not like you're a cold-hearted person. You just know, you're like a cat. Like, you can pet yourself when you're feeling down. You're very independent. You're your own source of power. You're very good at uplifting others, but you can uplift yourself. You are the breath. It says, listen and connect to your intuition. That breath. When everybody says, like, when somebody's arguing and fighting with each other, you're the third party peacemaker. Everybody take a breath. And that makes everybody calm. Again, that's exactly who you are. You are the calm after the storm, or the eye of the storm where everything's still. That's exactly who you are. Whatever aspect you're from, you are the peacemaker here. Leader and a peacemaker. Woo, powerhouse out there. Let's spread out some more, shall we? Okay. Moon. So you're affected by the moon phases. I am as well. You might get very creative during the moon phases. You might also feel very drained. It depends really on what's going on in the world and in the collective energies. But I feel like moon phases, you're gifted by more of the lunar side of things. Spring, see your seeds grow. Yeah, look at you. Like after the frost, the grass, you can see the grass again and things are sprouting. Like you're very good at fixing and repairing and bringing life back to things. Ooh, hunter, track down your fears and desires. You help people, like, I really am getting the Prophet vibes. I'm just going to say it, like, what do you really want from this company? What do you really want from this business? What do you want from this relationship? Whether you're helping business or you're helping people, what is going to make you happy? You help them find it in themselves. Hunt down the real issues, the real situations, and help them see clearly to get over fears, to get over anxiety, and to really stand on their own power. Ooh, Spirit Fox. Trust your talents in changing times. Yeah, everybody, as far as business goes, it's all around the country. Businesses are getting slammed and hit hard, and it's brutal, and everything about business and psychology, because I'm not sure if you're like a psychologist that fixes people, or if you're a person who fixes businesses, or if you're both. But the world is crazy, and for the next decade, it's going to be rebuilding from this trauma that our country and many countries have experienced over 2020 and now into 2021. It has a huge impact on how we are making money, small business, big industries. Like everybody has been affected by this, and a change is going to come from it, and you're very much a part of conducting that change and getting back on track. Even if it's in a small community or a city, it doesn't have to be on an epic scale, but you're here to be a leader and helping repair from the specific tragedy of this pandemic. Knocked the world on its ass in a way we don't remember. I'm sure throughout history there's been a lot of generations that like everything we knew came to a halt. I'm sure it's happened before. But as far as living history, this is like we're making history right now every day. So you're going to be a part of the repair process. So rest up there, buddies out there. Yes. I take the things and people that come into my life lightly. Not holding on too tight so that when it comes time for them to go, they may go smoothly. Oh my God. You are like the little prophet out there. It's like you come in, you give them a brace, you give them the TLC, but you don't get connected. This is why you take a step back. You don't get emotionally connected to businesses or people because you move on. You're an adventurer. You go where you're needed. You're like Nanny McPhee. When you no longer need me, I will go. That's exactly the best analogy I could come up with. Creator of happiness. See that again with the counselor vibes. If you don't know what to do with your life, you can really be like a prophet type of person who goes in and helps repair business. Or you could be a relationship psychologist, a people psychologist, or both, because you can't have business without psychology, right? So they're all going in hand, but you help people find their happiness again, love what they do, love who they are, get their freedom if they're in bad relationships or bad business. You help them get out of it to start something good. Watchtower of the East, again with spring. Oh my gosh. You bring life back to relationships, to people, to business, to earth in general. Beltane. Fertility. Again, you could be helping. A business fertility would be like a barren business that's not making any money and the doors are about to close. And you come in and you make it fertile again. You make people open up with abundance and give birth like a new grand opening. Or if it's a relationship, you could be a fertility counselor or a relationship counselor, bringing that life back into relationships. Ritual in reverse. You don't do any crazy rituals. You're a very practical person, so although you're spiritual and you believe in the higher power, you're not out here a practicing witch. But you could be if you wanted to. But it came out in reverse because you work by yourself. You see how there's like a coven of people? You don't need people. You are, like, one of your greatest strong points is that you don't need anyone. You can stand in your own power. Like if somebody had to go off in the wild and live for 2 years by themselves, you could handle it. Like you are good in your own skin. You are your own best friend. If you don't realize that about yourself now, you will one day. Overcoming obstacles. You can overcome anything. Like you are a powerhouse. Exactly. You come in with people who are tied down with obstacles and you help them get out of it. Calm, cleansing waters, soothing, comforting. You wash away the bad things, whether it's relationships and feelings or bad things about like wasting money and not being good with business. You are a mystic healer. Healer of people. Healer of earth. You are a shaman, if you will. A modern day shaman. Alright. We got 2 versions of tarot. I'm going to start with the first one. Ace of Spirits. You move fast. You speak up fast. You're in and out. You go in, you do your job, you do your objective, and you get out and you move on to who needs you. Like you move in quickly and you leave quickly. It's not like a big sad goodbye at the end. Like you do say goodbye and like it was nice meeting you, but you don't get attached because you recognize in yourself you're meant to go where the trouble is, and once the trouble is gone, you're no longer needed. They're okay on their own. Someone else needs you. You're a bringer of justice. I did get the justice system earlier. You could really help people maybe that got unfair sentences. You could help them make that parole as well. I'm definitely getting that. Justice in themselves and past traumas, helping getting through that. Justice with businesses. 9 of Cups, helping people, like, here you are, sitting in your power, helping people line up their cups to their happiness. Like, You get in there and you get your arms and your whole body into it and you do the work. But then it's like you sit back and you let them do it for a while. You don't just like do it and then leave. There's like a process of, if you help a business, you fix it all up, right? And you do it well, and then there's a little period of observation to make sure that they're really doing the changes and doing the effects. So it's not like you're just in and out in that sense. If you're a counselor, it's like you give them the tools. You go through like couple weeks of program, and then you let them stand in their own power and figure themselves out. Because at the end of the day, we're all responsible for our own happiness. So you're a coach, but you're also an observer. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you help people leave behind what no longer serves them and move forward with a new outlook, a new sense of life, a new fulfillment, a new goal. 8 of Cups. You are somebody who walks alone. Like Jon Snow here, walking out to kill the freaking, what's his name? It's been so long. The dead, cold guy. Feeling like everybody's counting on them. You can handle the pressure. 3 of Swords. You help people with heartache. You help heal hearts. People are suffering, whether in relationships, traumas, or in business, like having to close their doors. That's hurtful. They put their money and their life work into things. I really feel like you're more relationship counselor, people in jail counselor, helping people heal from traumas as well. Ooh, let's close it out with some more. You help bring couples together. You could be a very good Cupid as well. You have serious matchmaking skills. Disruption. You've had a hard life. You also deal with people who have a lot of turmoil and a lot of issues. They can't get themselves together or their business together or their life together because they have so much going on. This is why they need you so much, to bring in that balance. You're also, this is referencing that you shake them up. You come in and be like, what's the real issue? You can't bullshit me. This is like, you don't take bullshit. It's not like you're a hard ass, but you are when you need to be. You shake them up. Get them out of their comfort zone. You help people deal with heartache and loss. Could be even a grief counselor. You help people find victory and success. You could even be a hitch, helping people find their romantic partner or helping businesses grow. You help them move positively in a new direction. You're the one that comes in, they're in a boat and they're off course and their compass is broke, and you come in and you lead them back to the true north and you set them on a new course, and then you let them go out there and sail. Passion ignited. This could be helping people figure out who makes them feel good. Who do they want as far as love or as far as work? Like I said, you could really be a counselor for people, or you could be a business person. All around the board, I got a couple things for you, so I hope that was helpful, pile number 1. I'll see you next time. Stay happy out there, okay? Hi there, pile 2. You picked the candy hearts. Super cute. Come over there so I don't lose them. I'm going to spread out as much as I can at once because you have a big stack here. Again, this is what is your spiritual gifts, what is your life purpose, what are you good at, what are your attributes, all that good stuff for your Valentine's gift from Spirit. All right. I think I need a bigger bowl. All right, so you're a nurturer. You're a good caretaker, good mother, good father, good parent, taking care of elderly. You could be a nurse or a doctor. You just enjoy nurturing and taking care of people. You have good intuition when people are in trouble or when they're in pain. You have a strong third eye. You might even be a medium as well. Moderation, I feel like you could be a drug counselor as well. You could work at rehab. But moderation also is like a nurse helping them, like after a surgery, get back slowly. They can't go back to life and just be like, everything's fine, I just had a massive surgery. You have to wean them into it. Ooh, love partnership. You could even be a psychologist here. Helping repair relationships. Nurturing as far, yeah, I could see that as a psychologist. Let's get some more. People trust you. You have a good eye for people who need to talk. Like, you could just sit next to someone and just be like, hi. Like, after a few minutes, you find that they just tell you things, and you have that open, trusting, sweet nature, a good overall vibe. Satisfaction. Maybe you help people find what makes them happy. You have a lot of respect. So if you're like a caretaker, a nurse, you are very respectful of your patients. Like, you understand like vanity, like people who can't get up and go to the bathroom themselves. You make them feel comfortable, helping them walk slowly and understanding that sometimes they get frustrated and mad and they lash out at the nurses, but you don't take it to heart. You have a lot of respect for people, for their emotions, for their feelings and what they're going through. You help people raise their vibes. Just being around you is like an energy boost. You have that very sweet nature. You're very quick with a compliment. Very good person. It's like you can sense when somebody's having a really bad day and you're just like, okay, this person needs a hug, or this person needs a compliment, or this person needs to talk to someone. You have that insight about people. Cause and effect. Again, leaning back to a relationship counselor here. Ooh, you could even be a social worker. Definitely getting that. You could help kids find their love partnership with their parents, or parents with kids. I feel like that's for a small few out there, but you understand the cause and effect of people's actions better than most people. Like, the effect of pain is being grumpy and it causes people to lash out. Like, you really understand people. You have a great understanding of empathy and emotions and human nature and the evolution of human beings in general. You just, like, if aliens came down here and they needed to ask someone about human beings and their nature and how they do things, you would be someone that they would talk to. Alright, so you have discernment. You're very good at deciding what needs your time and attention and what doesn't. I feel like you help a lot of people, but you also understand that your energy gets duped the more you help people. Like, you're draining. So you're very careful. I don't feel like you'll ever turn anyone away who needs your help. But you're also the kind of person, if you're reaching out and you're helping and they're just lashing out and you're recognizing they're not ready, you will step back. But I feel like that's a burden to your heart to do that. You find it hard to give up on people. You're very worried. You're a worrywart. You worry about people very much. You're like the one that calls and checks in and stops by to visit and might drive a little bit people in your life a little bit crazy, but at the same time they love and appreciate that. And then you're always like there with that intuition. You could actually find people in your lifetime that really do need help, and you just get that sixth sense, like so-and-so's in trouble, and you reach out and you could save a life one day for doing that. Loneliness, you could help again with that. I'm getting that, like foster parent, child protective service, or social worker. Like, kids are very lonely without parents. Parents who struggle can't have kids. Like, there's an element of loneliness that you help heal, and I feel like it's building families. You're honest. You're a very honest person. People know that they're going to get the truth from you. You're not someone that tells fibs. We got humpback whale. Music is essential to your healing and well-being, whether you're singing, playing an instrument, or listening. You might be a musician. You're meant to be in the music. It could be sound healing. It could be a music producer. You could write songs. You could play music. You could be a singer. But music, like, think about whales, especially when the mating season, and they sound so beautiful underwater. I find it very calm and very relaxing to listen to whales. Ladybug. This is a time of good fortune and abundance. You're very lucky. Ladybugs are very lucky. You have good luck, but this is more talking about good timing, like that need to help people and that intuition. You're in the right place at the right time. If you're a nurse and like you come across a car accident, you save a life, or you get that intuition of so-and-so is in trouble and you go to their house and you find out that they're having a heart attack. Like, you're very in the right place at the right time. Your timing is very lucky. Elk. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what, and others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Exactly. They talked about respect, like you give what you would want other people to give to you. You're not a pushover by any means, but you're very sensitive and you're very calm, and you understand, especially when people are in pain. Like, oh, I just keep seeing of like a nurse getting yelled at, but somebody who just had surgery and is coming off the pain medicine and they're irritable for like those first couple days. You're somebody who's very patient, very calm, but at the same time you'll be like, listen, you need to stop throwing your bedpan. That's not right. You want to like that? Like, you can turn it if you need to. You can step into that parent role and teach them humbleness to the point where they're like, sorry at the end. You know what I mean? You school people. You deserve good things. You help people with self-love. You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be healthy. You deserve to have a good life. Those are your mottos. Breathe love into your life. You could be a relationship counselor. I am getting those vibes. I'm still getting those helping family and kids come together as well. Embrace the dark. You could be a counselor here. People coming to you very broken. You might not be a physical nurse. You could be a mental nurse. You could work in mental health. Walk your own journey. You're a little unicorn. You've always been a little bit different, a little bit unique. It's not that you don't fit in, but there's no one like you. And people recognize that right away about you. Very strong. Very strong character. Very revered and respected within your group. Ooh, look at you, warrior. Very, like I said, very strong. Be fearless and stand strong. When people try to push you away, if you are a mental health counselor, a big part of mental health is people lash out. They push you away. They don't want to deal with it. Even with drug counseling, you could be somebody who has to be really tough because, you know, people come in and they're addicted and they want to sneak out and they want to try to get drugs in. This is you standing the ground. You protect the people you're trying to help. You can be very tough, but not in a negative, dark way. Medicine Garter, again, a healer of some, I'm not sure if you're a physical nurse or if you're a counselor. High Priest, very powerful, definitely intuition. You are an empath here, for sure. Lord, take charge with authority. You can command a room if you want. You are kind of soft-spoken and reserved, but when you need to step up, if a whole room's going crazy, people are fighting, you might even work at a prison. And you come in like, that's enough, stop it. People listen to you like, oh shit, she's going to lay down the hammer, or he's going to lay down the hammer. Yeah, unlimited love. No matter what, you're a very forgiving person. It's like I said, you really understand the mind. I really feel like you are some kind of mental health worker. You'd be very good in that. Conscious focus. You stay focused, eyes on the prize. You don't give up on people. I feel like you might deal with people that most of society has given up on, and you're like, no, not today. I'm going to make sure this one gets the help they need and the love and affection and care they need. You don't give up on people. That's beautiful. Watchtower of the West, autumn. You could be a grief counselor because in fall, autumn, things are dying. But this is also talking about people who might be suicidal and wanting to end their life, not seeing the good, or just going through a really overall hardship. This is when they come to you for help. Herbal kitchen, alchemist. Okay, so you might be a shaman of some sense. You might work with herbal healing. You might not like pills for treating mental health. You might do like St. John's wort and teas and help them find a more herbal remedy. Wand, intention. Yeah, like I said, people who most of the world has given up on, you're like the last resort for these people, and you set forth in that intention that you're going to do whatever needs to be done, even if they're prickly, even if it's hard. You care about people. You put the work in. Stay focused. You might have the long race as far as like mental health. you could treat one patient through your whole life. Like I feel like you might work at a facility. I don't know if it's prison, mental health center, or if you just have a counseling office that people come to. You help people stay focused on getting better, and you're there for the long term. View from above, you help people see the bigger picture, what life really means, why people go through things. You help them rise above things. In the flow. You got to go with the flow, because I feel like you deal with unpredictable people. So if they're having a bad day, you deal with that bad day. If they're having a good day, like one day at a time, one step at a time, I feel like is your motto. Queen of Swords, you help people cut out the nonsense. Cut out everything that doesn't serve them and serve their soul or make them happy. Okay, maybe you are a little Cupid because you got 10 of Cups. Cut out what doesn't make them happy to find their wish fulfillment. You help people find their wish fulfillment, whether it's loving themselves or loving another. Helping with repairing oneself. The healing begins inside with you. You heal the person, and then you help heal their life. You help start them on a new journey. Leave the pain and the burden and the grief and the depression and all that behind them to start forth a new life, or a new life with someone. Queen of Cups. This is like helping people be open and willing to accept and receive love. You help people make decisions. You might even be like a marriage counselor, like stay in the marriage or go, or I hate to say it, if you're a mental counselor, you could kill myself or stay on earth. Like you help them stay on earth. You help people make decisions. Okay, let's close it out with some, oh my goodness, maybe you are a little Cupid out there. Definitely you heal through speaking and through your good heart, and you help heal hearts. So I definitely feel like you're a counselor of some kind. Maybe your skills in counseling is unlimited. That's why it's taken me all over. But I feel like, and I'm just going to say family counselor. I'm not sure if that's like a marriage counselor, child counselor, personal counselor, mental health counselor. Just something to do with people, helping them build that stable life, stable, happy home, stable within themselves. You help people stand in their power to build that courage. You help them pull what they need. If they need a new job, if they need to work on themselves, what do you need for a better future? You help them bring that to them. Spiritual prosperity is rising their vibrations and bring relationships and people into harmony. You are a healer of hearts. That's super cute and so sweet. Thank God you're here, because this world is crazy. It is crazy and we need you. Pile number 2. If you liked it, if it resonated, or you just like my style, please hit the like below. Hit the subscribe button. Help my channel grow. I love and appreciate you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Bye, pile 3. I just choked on some pulp. I did the orange again. Because like I said, I'm feeling a little stuffed up. Anytime I feel like I'm getting sick, orange, here I come. Just cut up an orange, put it in there, leave it in overnight. You do get a little pulp in it, but it's way better than the orange juice that you buy. By the way, way healthier. Alright, pile number 3, you picked the Kissy Face sacks. Alright, again, this is what are your spiritual gifts? What is your life purpose? What are your attributes? What are you good at? All that good stuff for your Valentine's message from Spirit. I'm already getting the hiccups. So this is going to be good. Okay. Relationship change. I'm getting a lot of counselors. It's okay, we need them, especially in this time. Relationship change, rebirth. This could be you help people find a new job. You could be a job counselor. Or I'm getting the feeling of you help people decide if they should get a divorce or stay together. Or you help people come out of very bad love situations and change within themselves. I don't remember what it's called, but I think it was on VH1 back in the day. It was like a guy. I forget his name, but he took in like 5 or 6 broken ladies at a time, and he took them out on dates, and he showed them what they were doing wrong and what they were doing right, and how to date properly, and how to heal and be good in here so they could love other people. I feel like you're that kind of Cupid. Like, you help people see what their traumas and past relationships have taught them negatively. You could even be helping people speed date or anything like that. You're a person who notices signs. Like, if a lot of birds are flapping around, you're like, what's going on in the world? You're somebody who pays attention when most people are like, oh, it's just a coincidence. You're like, I don't believe in coincidence. You're very much a believer of fate, like twin flame, soulmate type of deal. Very in the love department. But you also help people in separation. You might, if you're like a relationship counselor, they're coming to you, they're fighting, they're bickering, and they separate, and you help them work through that as well. Or you take that time out with people to help figure out what they really want. You have great patience. Especially if you're like a marriage counselor. A lot of people in marriage counseling offices bicker and argue, and it's very hard to get them to be like, all right, listen to me now. You know what I mean? And it's weeks of that. So you have great patience in that sense. You bring peace around. You have that mind, that quality that helps separate the anger from the issues and gets people talking to bring that peace back within each other, help them make a decision. Yeah, you help people evolve from a stuck situation. Relationship. Should I stay with this person? Should I leave? This is where you help them evolve. When they leave your services, they're either staying married, or they're going their own ways, or leaving a job and getting a new job. Like, you help people evolve. You help them, you're good at priorities. Like, you're somebody who probably makes a list and tries to get everything done on that list. You're very focused on priorities and what's important, and you help other people figure out what their priorities are. You're about relationship harmony, having good, healthy relationships. Let's bring out some more. A lot of counselor vibes tonight. Both piles have, pile 1 and pile 2 both had counselors in it as well. Forgiveness. You might help people trying to forgive from cheating, or forgive from mistakes made that causes a relationship to fail. Purpose. Also forgive themselves. What's the purpose of this relationship in your life? I feel like this is the question you ask. Where do you go from here? What purpose do you want from these services? This is the kind of questions you ask people. You're very funny. I feel like you heal through humor. You're very good at seeing the positive in things and taking, like, if somebody is on the verge of crying, you make them laugh. Because, humor, like Patch Adams said, there's no kind of medicine like humor. Laughing is the best medicine. I 100% fully support that. Feel and release. You help people come in and really understand what they're feeling and what they're dealing with, and release it. Whether it's shouting at you or shouting at their spouse or person they're in a relationship with, they get their feelings out. You are definitely a counselor. It is safe to let go. It's a safe place for them to really tell their truth. You help them if they are getting divorced, leading towards separation. You help both to feel like it is safe to do that, like they've done all they could and they've made the right decisions. Stay strong. Be a guiding light. Exactly. You are a guiding light. You have to be very strong. These people mess with your mind and shake you up, and you have to be the calm voice of reason, which isn't easy to do. Shine love on fear. Yes. What relationship counselors deal with most is a lot of people are very scared to admit the truth. They're not happy, and they're very scared to admit their real feelings to the other spouse. So you help them get comfortable within themselves and in their relationship to open that conversation and talk about fears. Like, I'm scared you're going to cheat on me. You wouldn't believe how hard that is to get people to say to their other spouse. But that's like one of the big things counselors deal with. I'm scared you're going to leave me. I'm scared that I'm not enough. I'm scared you're not attracted. These are things that people are very scared to say. And you get them to that point where they can tell the truth to each other and then work on it and move past it. Condor. Exactly. You're like telling people you're too caught up. You're too in your feels about this. I think you two need to separate, take a break from each other. It's not like you say you guys need to divorce right now, but if you want this therapy to work, you need to take a break. You can't constantly fight with each other all the time. This is the kind of person you are. These are the things that you say. Seagull. Now is the time for deep emotional healing. Yeah, exactly. You are a counselor. You heal them within here so that they can be honest with their feelings and really decide what's best for their lives. Panda, create a sacred space for yourself in your home and or workplace. You teach them not only when they're with you, but also ways in their life that they can deal with their emotions. Like, you need a place in your house that you can go to and breathe. Do you need to take a walk? Do you need to take a drive? You teach people how to dealing coping skills. You deal with the present situations. Red with this anger. People come to you in a very bad state presently in their life. This isn't like something that happened 26 years ago. Like, this is stuff they're dealing with right now in their life. Very present. Play. You help people get their inner child out. Help them mix it up. Go out and be a kid again. Go out and find out what really makes you happy. Laugh. Hang out with your friends. Like, to separate yourself from your feelings just for a little while. Mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. Yeah. Reflect on their relationships. Reflect on their issues. Help them see from that bird's eye view like you can. Reflect on what they really want and how they really feel before they make a decision. Earth guardian. You are very grounded, very stable, very centered, very focused. This is why you're an emotional healer in the first place. Traveler. Move in a new direction. Okay, so people are coming, I don't know if it's relationship counselor, but they're coming in for your services to figure out where do I go from here? What do I want? What am I going to do with my life? Like I said, you could be a job counselor, relationship counselor. Ultimately, when they're done with your services, they're starting a new life. Magic guardian, unlock the magic within. You are gifted. You are an empath here. You understand and respect emotions very strongly. You can see very clearly in people. Because let's face it, I've been to a lot of counselors and you always try to bullshit. Like, yeah, sure, I'm doing fine. And your counselor's like, really? I don't think so. You know what I mean? Like, you're definitely somebody who calls people out. Rejuvenating rain. So it's pouring, it's storming in their life, and you're reminding them that the storm is not something you have to be scared of. It's going to wash away all the stuff that you don't need in your life. All that fear about change and what's going to happen, you soothe that. You're very good at that. Great adventure. You help them see that life is always changing, always evolving, and you shouldn't be scared of change. You shouldn't stay stuck in things just because it's your comfort zone. You help them feel strong enough to get out of their comfort zones. Stepping into power. Yeah, stepping in their power, knowing exactly what they want and putting forth that motion. Leaving relationships, starting a new job. You give them the courage to do that. You're like a life coach. Witch, healer. You could be a witch, practicing witch, or you just have, this is saying you have healing gifts. You are a shaman. Water, cleansing, very cleansing. You clean, this is like, you clean out all the negativity, all the bad feelings within. You're an emotional healer. Grounding, you make them centered, calm, thinking with reasoning skills, all that stuff. The Hanged Man, so people come into it and they're like stuck. They're unfulfilled in their lives in whatever sense it is. They don't know where to go from here. This is where you come in. Help them see all their options. Talk about all the things they're thinking about. Dreams, life purpose, all that. All these options they have, you help them see it. Eight of Spears. This is like communication coming in. You heal them through communications. You could help them send out resumes. You could help them talk to the people in their lives, making that quick movement to get out of their stuck situation. Seven of Swords. This is like you teach them, if you want something, you got to get up, you got to go out there and take it, and you can't be scared. If you feel like that's your job, go for it. If you feel like that's your person, go for it. Six of Spears, recognition. Riding in to save the day. Like this is riding in to get that job that they want, or riding in to save their relationship. You make them victorious and feel victorious within. Magician, you do have gifts. You have spiritual gifts. You are a healer. Let's close it out with the last of the tarot. Yes, all about that balance. They come to you so out of whack, so emotionally distraught, so drained, so beat down to nothing, and you bring that balance. Make them love themselves, love life again, be confident, be strong. Solar plexus, this is all about that base with the crown chakra as well. Sacred duty, this says a lot to do with marriage, relationships with other people, relationship with yourself. You heal that. All that healing yellow energy. Crown chakra. You help pull their dreams and ambitions out of their mind and make it a reality. Like I said, you could be a life coach, you could be a relationship coach, or both. They have choices. They have choices in their life. Stay in the relationship or go find someone new. Stay in this job or go find a new job. Like, what am I going to do with my life? You help them evaluate all their decisions and help them decide which decision to make. A lot of people who come to you are trapped in fear. They're scared of change. They're scared of leaving their situations. They're scared of letting go. This is something you work on so that they can have triumphant success in life and their relationships. They come to you broken down, no positivity, no hope for the future, and they leave you feeling good, feeling like $1 million, feeling strong, feeling like they can conquer the world. It's not something that happens overnight, obviously, but that's what your purpose is on this life. That's your gift. You help people heal. You are a emotional healer, and the world needs that so much. Not just in current times, but in general. There's always people out here suffering. It's the human condition. Suffering, and so you're very welcomed and needed in this world. So thank you. If you like this, if it resonated, or if you just like this kind of reading or my style, please hit the like button below, hit the subscribe button, help my channel grow. I would appreciate it so much. I love you all. I hope you like this one. Hope it was a little different, change up my routine, and I'll see you next time. Be good out there.